So I'm here with FringeAverage, team captain for Team Alpha Male Protocol. How's it going, Fringe?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just reading the Wall Street Journal, learning about how the world has become way more
All
polarized
right,
in
we're
the
going to talk
last
about
10
Bush
years,
League.
and
Okay.
how people around the world are gravitating to the alt right and the alt left.
All
And
right.
it's not just America; it's all throughout Europe, and it's happening throughout the world.
Oh, okay. So we're here to talk about Bush League, right?
Yes.
Can you explain what your team is about?
I don't know what the team is about. What do you want me to say?
Well, your Alpha Male Protocol, there's a statement that goes with that name, right?
No, that's just the team name. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, you're not going to say anything about what your team's about. Why'd you guys come together as a five-man at the last second
There's
before
like seven of
registration
us, I
closed?
think.
Before registration closed, it was like,
Yeah, there's
oh,
like seven of us. There's going to be a rotation throughout each week. So the same five players probably will not play that. Will probably not play together that often. We'll put it that way. We're gonna have a rotation going. Whoever's available can play.
so
But
how did
basically, the team is comprised of me, Hero Physio, Goon, as well as Hash Browns, my teammate in season two. Hash Browns is his friend. I call him Frank. And then we also have two players from fellow Menashal, Grimlock and Shin, to round out the team.
All right. Is there any team that you think is going to be especially challenging for you, and where do you see yourself falling in terms of the standings for Bush League this season?
I think we're not going to try. So it's very possible if the other teams are trying that we'll be in last. It's possible.
That's kind of surprising considering that your team has two Masters players in it.
Well, first of all, Hero Physio never made the Masters.
Okay, a high diamond, or an
Mm-hmm.
HGC coach plus a Masters player,
Mm-hmm.
and Shin, who some have said was the best player on Fellow Minishal. So
Well, I think we got the two best players. Not to say anything about Erickson or Zernax or Silver, but I think we got Grimlock and Shin, the two best players from fellow Menashal. Also, open invitation to the remaining members of that team to sub on occasion.
you said the team wasn't really interested in trying, but I have a feeling that against certain teams, Alpha Male Protocol is going to bring the A game.
So let me take a step backwards. So we are going to try to win. I told everyone when I asked them to join the team that, quote, I said something to the effect of, "We are not going to try hard, but we want to win." So we're not going to have scheduled practices or scrims. We're not going to do any of that stuff. But we are going to try our best to win, but we're not going to take it too seriously. Like some of us may be high and or drunk during the games. It's not going to be it's going to be different from my previous two teams where I tried to impose a try hard mentality to it. This is just going to be like I'll send out an email, to the guys like, okay, we're playing Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Who can play? Okay, see you then. That's how it's going to be. And then when we're in drafts, we'll just go with it. That's basically what I think we're going to do.
Okay, so you're not developing any secret strategies or special game plans that you plan to run this season against any particular team?
No, I'm pretty sure though. It depends on the level of trash talking. So I like we all like everyone on the team. Probably we all know going into it that we don't want to try hard. But if someone talks shit like Grizzlies team, I'm pretty sure knowing the personalities of every member of the team, they will get amped up to want to beat that individual team, who may or may not be talking trash. Because all of us who are in Bush League have some sort of competitive nature to it.
Yeah.
I think most of us are successful in our HOTS lives as well as our personal lives.
Hot
The
slides.
reason why that is because we all tend to be more competitive than the average person. So it's going to be hard for anyone, including my team, to be like, I'm drunk, I'm high, I don't care. It's going to be hard for us to turn that off. But yeah, sure. I think if we're going into week 4 and a team is 4-0, we're going to want to beat that team.
Do you have any predictions on what team is going to go 4-0?
I think what will probably happen is that Grizzlies team starts off doing well in the regular season, but then I think when it comes to playoffs, teams will have figured out because Grizzlies team is pretty easy to counter if you draft properly. But
Oh,
I think
oh,
after teams have gotten used to playing with each other for, I think the season's going to be, was it 9 weeks?
I
Everyone
believe.
plays each other twice,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So it's
right.
going to be 9 weeks. So I think
Approximately 9 weeks.
after 2 months, 2.5 months, teams will be ready and more cohesive to take on his team. So because the Grizzlies team, what they have going is that they all, except for Rosai, who's a friend of theirs for some reason, but
No, he's just a player that has
yeah.
their same play style. Remember
Mhm.
that. That's a quote. That's the only reason why he's playing with them because he has the same play style as them.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not
No,
because
it's all
he's a
right.
plat one, So
No, it had nothing to do with that. But anyway,
yeah,
even though Bacon, Loxley, and Blemish uh, convinced me that Rosai was a platinum player without telling me that they're playing with him, so they misled me. But that's okay. But anyway, I think once teams get better at working together, uh, they will not be as big of a favorite. We'll put it that way.
what do you think your team's biggest strength and biggest weakness is?
The biggest strength is if the top five players, so if Goon, Hero, Physio, Hash, Shin, and Grimlock are all playing together as a five-man, that's when alpha male becomes super alpha male. When the top five players are playing together.
That's like apex alpha male.
It's like a Voltron, tiger thing, wherever the hell. When they
What?
all come together. The big warrior. Is it a tiger or is it a warrior?
It's like a big robot.
Big robot. That's when we become a big robot. Is when those five are playing together at the same time.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but that example was horrible.
And our greatest weakness is probably uh, the memes we're going to be running.
Yeah,
We've already discussed some memes that we're going to do, so that may stab us in the foot because we'll run something that's really stupid. But again, we're just honestly we're just trying to have fun. We don't care about winning. I mean, we do want to win, but we're not. Our aspirations are not to win Bush League because everyone in Bush League are feeders anyway.
last question. So this is your third season in Bush League. How do you plan to celebrate if you do win this season?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. I just want to get to the playoffs. I think how we're going to do the playoffs is since we're going to do like a straight bracket system. 1 versus 6 and then 2 versus 5, and so I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But what I will say is that if anyone beats Grizzlies team for the championship, I personally will get medals for everyone who wins that particular championship. So
Oh,
there you go. Just a little bit of motivation for everyone.
that
If any team beats Grizzlies team, that team will get medals paid for by me.
that's including you, including your own team members.
I don't think they're going to want the medal, but yes, that includes my team as well. Very good. I threw that out there. That's a little bit of motivation, extra motivation. But yeah, so there you go.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about Team Alpha Male Protocol before I end the interview?
I think it's pretty obvious that my team is constructed full of alpha males. The 7 guys on my team are the most alpha of Bush League. It's pretty obvious, and we intend to impose our will.
Well, I wish you and Alpha Male Protocol all the best in season 3.